Okay, we should be good to go. Okay, what do we want to listen to while we do this? I don't know what I want to listen to. Okay, we can actually go with... Yeah, we'll go with this. Alright. Should be good to go. Hey. Isn't early? It is, but we have a bit of time today, so... I don't want to test a few things, so... Made it to tier 7 finally. Pushed a bunch of levels last night. Yeah. I just really want to go out and test if we can make above 1 million CR in a random blue zone circle. Is this setup optimal? No, it's not. We got a life curse staff that I have 0 spec in. Yeah, I have 0 spec in life curse staff, but it's a fun weapon. Yeah, I'm really curious. Yeah, that's gonna pull a lot of unwanted attention. Yeah. I'm really curious how much we can make in like an hour or something. We finally hit tier 7, so I really want to see the power of the tier 7 skinning gear. I'm a firm believer that... There we go. That's the only reason why I think that the curse staff is actually... this curse staff is actually gonna be good. Simply because we have no spec in curse staffs. But I still think that it will be helpful if we stop pulling mobs being so. There we go. I'm just gonna go do a few laps, see where we end up in terms of money. Yeah. Man, I'm so not used to animal hide poison. But we're going zoom zoom though. It is fast indeed. Oh, we already filled the journal. What the actual hell? Yeah, we really need the good boost. Also, I really want to spec some tier 4. Yeah. Did we manage to fill? Yeah, we filled already 1 journal. Alright. I'm just curious how much we can make in like an hour. With a suboptimal build. We have no spec in the weapon, and we have pretty much shit spec when it comes down to like tier 3 and tier 4 animals. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm not gonna do the most like optimal way or anything. That's 1k. I'm just gonna run around. We see something that we can skin, we kill it, we skin it, pretty much. Is that a baby drop? No, it's just one. It's just 1k. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a chill, at least a chill 1 hour of the stream. So we can do some testing. See if it's still a decent moneymaker. It really depends usually on how many skinning tomes, how many tomes and how many baby drops we get. But we're gonna mix a lot of tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4 hides. Do I wanna bother with one? No, not really. Yeah, we'll go this way. So it's pretty much you know. See if it's worth doing when I feel like I don't want to do anything else. I want to see if it's still worth as an like AFK activity on the days where I just don't want to play. And should we recommend it to people actually doing it? Of course, that does not mean that I'm not picking 4.2 resources. We're gonna pick these 4.2s. If you find 4. You can actually find 4.3 as well, which is pretty good. We can get babies from these, so we can get Swift Cloak Ups, we can get stags. You'll see. Probably the chance of getting skinning tomes and an offspring is slim to none, but I don't want to just waste time like going from zone to zone, while here I can just pick like a bunch of animals. And these are kind of empty, but yeah. Also, I want to see how much we'll make from filling the journals. If we can fill 90 journals, that's actually kind of decent. Yeah, 90 journals is gonna be pretty decent. So we pretty much double our money on journals. So it's not guaranteed that we will double our money. It's usually like probably like 30% extra. No, we are not doing crafting. Crafting is the biggest scam you can do. You do crafting only if you are extremely rich in this game. And even then, you're still not making money off crafting. Crafting should be the last thing you want to do in this game. You can craft furniture if you want. You can craft like tables for laborers and whatnot, but otherwise crafting is a scam. To actually make profit from crafting, you need to have a hideout deep in the black zone full with power cores where you have a really good return rate. Otherwise it's complete scam. It's something that you should not consider pretty much. Also, it's one of the biggest money sinks. Yeah. I wonder how much we'll make. Usually, I prefer Black Zone Gathering over this, but I'm just curious if this will be actually good to recommend to new players. Especially if they hit tier 7. Tier 8, I mean. We hit tier 8 last night. I did it off stream, basically. Did it off stream, did some Black Zone Gathering. It was not the most profitable, simply because I was not expecting even at that time to have that many people in that zone. The one where my my smuggler then is set as home. But it was still decent. At least we got plenty of gathering experience, if nothing. Today I hope that the zone will not be full of people who are trying to kill me non-stop. Even though they still have not managed to. Yeah. We're still not fast at all for this to actually be extremely profitable. We're not that fast at the moment. You want to be faster than this. And of course, if we had a bit more bonus when it comes down to tier 4. My weapon have 0 spec pretty much as well. But that's the risk of fresh accounts, you know. Even though we have no spec in our weapon, and I'm using a weapon I have no spec in on purpose. Yeah. Okay. How many journals we filled already? 9. Holy mother of God. Alright, this guy got a really good spot. Yeah, but currently we are chasing efficiency, so we don't care about that. Yeah. Okay, no cubs, no tomes, yeah. Which is a bit sad. We're having no luck with baby drops last 2 days. Yeah, I really want the tier 4 at least to be higher up. If it's higher up, it will be more beneficial for sure. Yeah, we're gonna do like 2 pork pies worth of food, or until our inventory gets filled. Simply because of the sheer amount, basically, of hide that we'll collect. Are these one-offs? Yeah, these are kind of one-offs. Alright, big deal. Still like 8 per, alright. Let's grab this, let's grab this, let's quickly grab this as well. I haven't played any type of curse stuff in like years. Holy shit. There we go. But yeah, it will be a decent test. I'm actually so used to using this with Kira Leon cape that I'm trying to press Q twice. It's not working. There we go. Hey, that's a soul legend, so epic dungeon. Not worth your time. Trust me on this one. Do we have more animals here? Only one Impala. There we go. Alright, let's swap. I kinda like dry water, to be honest. It's usually not that bad of a zone. Have a bunch of animals here. Yeah, stopping for 1 or 2 is like, yeah, would have been much better. I don't know. It would have been much better if the animal hide poison actually lasted for a bit longer than this. But the good part about this is that you can pull from extremely far when it comes down to the curse staff. You know, probably fire staff would be better for something like this, but I don't know. I'm not really that much into this type of farming. I don't know the ins and outs, the yings and yangs, pretty much. Okay, we got only 1. Can we pull that? No. Yeah, we really need to spec the tier 4. If you want to do this, you should focus on getting tier 4 up. I love this weapon. I just love this weapon. You level 2s to 6? No. I bought learning points. I bought just 1 pack of learning points. Yes, learning points, yes. And skinning is at 7. And we have like 400 left, so we can push it at least 1 more to 7 as well. But most people are sitting on like tons of learning points, to be honest. 12 journals only? What the hell? "12 journals is kind of garbage, but alright. This is like the most non-optimal way of doing it, I guess, but it will still be a fair review of how good it is as a moneymaker. Okay. I don't think that we made that much so far. We need skinning tomes and baby drops if we want to be efficient. God damn it. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro, but I need the money. This guy actually found a good spot, but it's the lazier way to actually wait and camp one spot. There you go. Nah. Thank you, mate. It's actually not bad. Let's grab that real quick. Okay, so far not a single baby trap. Yeah, no baby traps, no tomes. These die so fast, it's actually the game is not being able to render how fast their skin is gone, and it's just a skeleton. Which is a good thing. But the profits of this really depends on the amount of babies you get and the skin tones. Everything else is pretty much irrelevant. The hides are whatever. It's actually not bad to pull from afar. We were doing actually kind of good job with the tier 4. How much is this? 1.6 mil. I think I'm not sure at what amount of money are the tools and the journals worth. Damn. Holy mother of God. Pretty much I'm at a point where I don't really bother with 4.1 nodes. If it's a 4.2 or 4.3, I'll take it. Otherwise, I don't bother with the 4.1s. I don't want to pull any mobs. There we go. Let's see how much silver we can make into pork pies, pretty much. Without any optimal setup. Come on, not a single tome? What the hell? Not a single tome, not a single baby. Holy shit. That's what I don't like about this. It has always been a RNG dependent grind. And of course it depends highly on the amount of spec you have. Also, I hate animal hide poison. Could be lasting a bit more. I would highly appreciate it. 25%. Holy shit. Yeah. Might want to pick an aux for this. What? Can go back over and over here, right? This is such a scam. Line of sight. With time 4.1s are garbage, to be honest. 4.1 ore is nothing to be stressed over. I'll occasionally take it if there is like nothing better to do, but anything above 4.1 will be taken. Well, if it's 4.1 fiber, I'm taking it. Okay, can we pull this and actually kill it? There we go. Yeah, no spec on the weapon, so we are kind of not being able to one-shot these, so that's far from effective. Okay, 166. Alright. It's going a bit worse than anticipated, to be honest. Oh, 24. It's gonna add a few more percents. Let's go to the meat grinder. Not a single baby drop. What the actual hell? Not a single baby drop. Why? Well, we'll aim to make at least a mil per hour. I mean, 1 million per hour is good. Is good money. It's better than most people do, so. If you make a mil per hour, you're pretty much flexing on the broke boys. Sungus, yeah, let's go to Sungus Cloft. It will probably be overloaded as fuck with people, but yeah, don't let people tell you anything else. If you're making 1 million per hour, you're actually doing well. You're doing better than most of the guys, so. Yeah, the game cannot even render how fast these are dying. Holy smokes. The only thing I don't like about Animal Hide Poison is it runs down way too fast. How much insurance did we feel? 23. Alright. Let's see if Sand Gust is actually full. That's probably one of the better zones to do it, right? Because you can mix and match tier 4 and tier 5. And we have higher chance for baby. We should go to yellow. We are not testing this currently, Rocco. So we have 23 journals filled. Okay. Were there so many mobs here? I don't remember this zone having that much mob density. What the hell? Hello? I don't really remember that zone having that much mob density. Wait, we skinned all? What the hell? I don't remember. It's actually hilarious how fast you can get these guys. Already at 33%. What the actual hell? Oh. It's time to be the Terror Birds Eradicator. Yeah. Not sure if I want all these. There we go. Beautiful pool. Okay, not a single Cherno, not a single baby. This is 1 out of 5 again. Man, this zone is so heavily farmed. Holy shit. And these are pretty much 1 out of. Yeah, let's go. You don't need 120 million build to actually kill terror birds, right? Yeah, that's what I don't like about it. It's so RNG based. And here it really depends on how fast you're skinning the tier 5s. Good for us that we can actually skin the terror birds kind of fast, because last night all I did was skinning terror birds here for like hour and a half. I had to skin like I don't know how many birds to actually push for tier 8s. And since I knew that I'll need to be able to skin these fast for a few reasons, I was like, yeah, and what better time to do it than actually when I'm pushing for tier 8. Yeah, with spec that weapon would be nice, but so that's one of the good parts, that at least we can pick these up relatively fast. It's not extremely fast, but it's okay. We got only one. There we go. If we're skinning faster than the mob out attack and reaches, that's good. I don't really want to bother with... Did this actually reset? What the hell? Okay, we are almost at 30-minute mark. There we go. Yeah, almost at the 30-minute mark. This is singled out, this singled out, this singled out. How many journals we filled? 27. Alright. I think I overgrabbed journals at this point. Maybe I a bit overestimated how much journals we can fill. Okay, so we're doing this for 24 minutes. There we go. This is money. We just got a learning point. bunch of... Really disappointed with the amount of journals, amount of tomes not being dropped. Also, not a single cub or baby elk. What the actual fuck, mate? That's a bit weird. Guess we're not doing it fast enough. No? Interesting. Game still refused to be good to us today. We don't want much. Yeah, we don't want too much. That's gonna pull mobs. There we go. This should be dead. But it will be nice if we had that. Sadly we don't. That guy is a big annoyance. Rip. Okay, a bunch of tier 5s, a bunch of everything else, but nothing that we are looking for. Well, alright, we ran out of the first pork pie, so we have 30 minutes more. To make a meal. Yeah, to be honest, if I can make a meal without any proper spec here, it's probably a good idea to do it. But yeah, that farm is one of the things that I do agree with Swolbenji on. That's why I wanted to do it as well, just to confirm that it's still decent and valuable way. I haven't done it in like a long time myself. Simply because I stopped believing in my good RNG when it comes down to Skinner tomes and baby drops. Also, it's really hard to find 4.3s here for some reason. Maybe because there's only 6% only enchant rate, so that's really low. 6% only enchanted rate is like absolutely dog shit. So absolute dog bottom of the barrel. What's that? Uncommon chest? It's taken. Kinda wanna... Man, you need to be accurate with your clicking when it comes down to the animal hide poison. What the fuck? Yeah, you don't need 120 mil set to actually kill terror birds fast. You don't need to do it at one auto attack. Of course it would be extremely efficient, and the more efficient you are when it comes down to grinds like this, the better it is, but not a single tome yet. What the hell? This is a complete scam. I've never bothered with this. Scam confirmed. The fact that I have zero, like, I mean, I have some spec, but I don't have that much. It's not helping. I'll probably have like 100% extra bonus yield. That's all. Also, the fact that I'm not stopping for like each minion I see, just because I want to pick the big guys, and pick the big groups, and turn the blender on. Oh my god. After that, we're gonna try out a yellow zone. And we're gonna compare both, which is better. Alright. There we go. I always have at least some luck with a 0.3, right? It can be... bro. Chill. Spear is only for shit that has a lot of health. Also, as I said, I'm just doing a quick testing. This is nowhere near optimal. I just want to see how much you can make without being optimal. If we can push for a mil at least, but yeah. Spear is less clicks. Okay, we're almost at a million, I think. No, we're at 700k. Without baby drops and tomes for the 6% load. Oh no, where did them animals? Holy shit. Where are the animals? Oh, that's a tier 5. It is solid 2 ticks. But yeah, there are plenty of things that we can do to actually make this this better. Ало. Здрасти. На кое? Ей, че да видя дали ги имам някъде вкъщи. Няма нищо, на теб кой ще трябва? На Крест България, там бустат и... А, добре, сега ще видя дали ги имам някъде и ще ги изпратя. Ако не мога ги намеря утре, късно ли ще е? Не. Добре, защото не обещавам, че имах някъде този файл, то по-скоро беше на визитка някъде. Alright, sorry about that, I had to take a phone call. Yeah, Spears are actually not that bad, though. I just want to see if we can make a mill super quick. Holy mother, we've got not a single tome. How many we filled? 34? Oh my god. And I'm shamed for every single getter in Albion. Hey. We actually attuned the stuff. Nice. Kevin. Okay. Probably it would take roughly 40 minutes to make a million. Let's go down a bit. Yeah, there was an interest somewhere. It should take roughly 40 minutes to make a million. Oh, it will be a bit more. If we had luck with at least one tome and one baby, it's just like 40 minutes worth of time to make 1 minute silver. It's nothing major. 1 million is pretty much peanuts in this game. It's absolutely nothing when it comes down to it. Absolutely nothing. That's why it always amazes me when people are like, ooh, I made 500k from a chest. Like, who cares, bro? 500, 1 million, it's absolutely... Thank you. There you go, boys. That's called having the better spec, my friend. That's called better spec. I mean, we'll definitely make 1 million per hour, but I really want to see if we can make a bit more than 1 million per hour. Should actually make a series buying a mammoth only from farming Blue Zone. Blue Zone to mammoth. It's absolutely doable, to be honest. If you can actually bear doing this all day every day and you don't get cramped from all the extra spam that you do, you can buy a mammoth in like a month or two. If you save your silver. It's not that difficult. Also, it's really easy farm to do. It's super chill. That's maybe the one thing I love about this. And if you get lucky with a bunch of good drops, holy shit. But of course, high-end Black Zone gathering will always be better than this, but if you want something safe and chill, this is pretty good. Also, if you like invest the time needed. I'm actually lagging, what the hell? There's plenty of people farming this zone. Of course, when I don't want to go in a mist. For some reason we are lagging so hard. I think I'm pushing too many inputs into the game currently, and the game is like, what's going on? Okay, we Don't bother with this. Not a single cup. Not a single skinning dome, not a single cup. Wow. This should be new level of bad luck. Drop at least something. I'll take a Fame Tome, to be honest. I'll take anything as a drop at this point. That's why I never understand people who are actually farming only the babies. They either bots or they have no intention of making real money. Yeah, most of the guys are botting, to be honest. If they're farming like only baby drops and not skinning them ups. Did I reset it? I did. Come on, boar. How many journals? 42. Alright. Let's not reset these guys once again. Alright. Absolutely no luck whatsoever on this attempt, but sometimes lucky, sometimes not. If without any extra drops it's still nil, it's still good. And there's plenty of people farming here. These birds are actually going fast as well. We finally have the proper spec in bird skinning to actually be efficient. Come on, get off my ass, please. Chew. That's why you want firewall. Meat grinder is just way too good. I don't know what's my bonus on heavy heights, to be honest. I think it's probably like only 80% or 80 something percent. I don't think that it's actually that high. Yeah, I don't know what my current percentage bonuses are. But they're not that high. It's fresh tier 8, so it's not like we'll be benefiting a lot from the bonus yields. Almost out of the pork pie. At least we got some 5.1. Unlucky. It's actually said that there is nothing to keep track of, like how many animals you killed in like this time span. Would have been really good to keep track, so you can actually know what the real percentages are and not what the wiki says. Tier 3. Don't click the mist. There we go. And there's plenty of enchanted mobs here. No one's actually bothering with them. Oh my god. Okay, how long we have? We have 10 minutes, alright. 10 minutes to actually redeem this failed run. Come on. Come on, you dumb bird. Not a single skinning tone. God. Our RNG is not that great currently, but there's this. Yeah, we got a bunch of tier 5s here. Okay, we're almost running out of time. Not sure how good tier 5 skin is, but since we're picking it kind of fast, I'll take it. Also, it's a chance of Skinner Dome, so... Wow. +1, +1. Oh, these were actually kinda empty. Can we pull? Perfect. It's very click intensive. That's the only thing I dislike about this so far. You need to do a lot of clicking. And it's RNG dependent as well. You'll need to get lucky to make money. And so far we ain't lucky. Okay, can we have at least 2 or 3 mobs stacked? Yeah, let's go to Steel Height for the last 5 minutes. Yeah, let's go to Steel Height for the last 5 minutes. Now let's go this way. There is usually always a Skinner place, but there's always someone who's flagged there. By the way, if you want to farm fast faction points, flag up and just go camp the skinning spot. There's always people who are flagged. There we go. No. What's the reset rate on this guy? Yeah, that's a chill spot. You have plenty of birds to skin. Also, tier 3 is pretty decent moneymaker. Usually, lower tier resources are really good moneymakers. Simply because you get a lot of them. And they're like super stacked, so with the bonuses that you get from your spec and everything, you get a lot of them. My knife is about to tank durability. That's something new. Let's go check the spot. Really wish I had spec in the life collar. It's a fun weapon. I'm actually tempted to use this for PvP as well. Let's go check in the gathering. Okay, we got a terror bird. We got alright. Once again, we'll test blue, yellow. Of course, we'll do black zone gathering later, but and we'll do black. Just want to compare like the pretty much the earnings. Not a single dome. Okay, we're almost running out of time for the blue zone. We'll try to pick whatever we can while we still have some time left. And that actually should be considered a bed run. be honest. Somebody farming here? No? Interesting. Yeah, as I said, there is always someone flagged here who's farming. So if you want, grab. Usually I'd grab a 8.4 barrel pulse and just come and farm those guys for easy faction points. Or just make sure they pay enough repair bills so like people can scan in peace. Yeah. Never a fan of the guys who actually flag up here. It's a bitch move. Even though it's not like really big deal, simply because everything is so depleted. Hey, we got a baby. Oh no, it's not a baby, it's a dome. God damn it. Okay, we are almost running out of food, so I'll try to pull as many as we can while we still have some time here. But yeah, we got a famed dome. We did not manage to get a single baby or skinning. Would have been nice, 100k almost. Actually, we should do a stream where we just flag up here and where we pretty much camp people who flag up. Do we still have time? Yeah, we have like a minute. This should be pretty much the end of the time. We have 20 seconds. Let's pull. Go. And that's gonna be the end of the blue zone session. Okay, let's go back. 23k expenses. Pretty much people flag up here so they can gather and other people can't. So they can pretty much chase off people. That's where I have my fun camping them. Alright, let's see how much we made. Not a single tome. Okay, so we paid 24 for transport and 45k for repairs, so we are 65k down. Let's go and see how much we made actually. And after that we'll go do a yellow zone real quick. We'll see how much we make there as well. See if it's close. Right, I need an empty chest. There we go. How much we made? Not this. So without, if we had at least a tome or a baby drop, it would have been 1 million. Yeah, almost 1 million per hour. 889k. We needed just one drop for a mil. Still not bad now. 888k. Still decent. No, not bad, not bad. 800k is still good money for 1 hour. Yep. Can't complain. And we paid like yeah, good money. Pretty good money. Yeah, not bad. Alright, let's go do a quick yellow zone test now. We have food, we have food. Actually, let's swap journals. We need tier 4. Do I have any tier 4 channels here? Plenty of tier 2. We need at least... We need like 20 tier 4 journals for this. Okay, we need a bunch of tier 4 journals. Got 6 full here. I really need to fix this inventory. Right. Let's go grab like 20 journals. Do we go with this weapon or do we go with something else? It's not bad, alright. It's not the best, it's not the worst. Okay, let's go grab like probably 20 journals should be fine because most of the mobs are tier 5, so it will skin them slower, but I'll grab 20 tier 4 journals. Okay, then keep tier 4. Let's grab like 20 of these. 60k rep. Well, we'll make our money back on these. If we can make like 60k profit from 60k investment, we doubled our money. Yeah. It's a high, pretty much high farmed zone. I'm gonna go to the first yellow zone there. Yeah. This is not a bad zone. There is a lot of tier 2 Impalas here. Smooth floor cleft. I should have actually came here, to be honest, to test it out. Yeah, there's plenty of tier 2. This actually would have been a lot of probably here you can make 1 million per hour as well in this zone. But I want to see the difference between blue zone and yellow zone gold silver per hour. So we have roughly 1 mil. Bro. Chill. Okay, we're starting good. Got a bunch of stuff we can kill, which is nice. Can it pull it? Nice. The bird teleported. I'm really curious what's gonna be the difference between a yellow and a blue zone. I'm just gonna do a few runs here. Might even go for 30 minutes instead of 40. Just one. I don't want to bother with. I want to bother with one mob, to be honest. I think it's 1 out of 5. Why is everything 1 out of 5? Holy shit, man. Mob density is kind of garbage here. I can agree on that. And mob density is absolutely awful in this one. And the mobs are annoying as hell as well. The drops are really shitty today, so... Usually I can tell my RNG right from the get-go. If I don't get good luck in the first 10 minutes of the game, it's probably gonna be like that the whole day. There we go. Good job, Rocco. You're right. I don't want to bother with a single one. What's everything 1 out of 5? I guess there's a lot of people here at the moment. Why are people leaving money on the ground? Why, if you kill it, skin it. Oh, seeing someone with tier 8 Avalonian pickaxe speaking flat tier 4, you know this guy's broke. What the hell? He either broke or he wants to spec really high. You can't be broke like this, man. I was about to say we need something enchanted to make our time worth it here. But it's just a 1 out of 5. God damn it. Lucius. I've seen these guys so many times here. It's funny how with the time you actually start to memorize the guys who are farming in the same zone as you are. Yeah, this zone is on farm at the moment. You can simply judge that by the fact that even terror birds are being hunted down, since they're all 1 out of 5. This means that someone is doing the same thing I'm doing. Heavy destruction of terror birds. Yeah, at least these are always full. That's good. profit so far? Nothing really, just a baby drop. Oh my god. Okay, we need a few decent packs. That's all we need. We need a few decent packs. We need a 4.3. Even though I don't need anything here, it's just for testing purposes, so it's whatever. Whatever drops, you know. But that's why I love gathering. Like, I can test stuff and end up making like 2 mil. Meanwhile, people are testing stuff and losing hundreds of million. That's the beauty of gathering. You can test random stuff making money and not losing. You were like, ooh, I tested crafting this and I lost like 20 mil. Wow, good job. You should be gathering. $1.61. We're probably roughly around 300k mark. Now we can't. No chance in hell that we made 300k this fast. Nah, no way. This is 300k. Could be. So yesterday on House Gate. No. Nah, we still give away one. It's just another chance for you. It's more huskies to give away. Okay, good, good, good. Come on, we need a bit more. Holy mother of God. We need just a little bit of luck. It's just one nut. Have you picked your husky, by the way? I haven't checked. Okay, I can't bother with one terror bird. We need bigger pools. This spawn somewhere here? No, we did not. Alright. Okay, let's wait for any more high poison. Meanwhile, we can always do that. Yeah, blue and yellow zones are so chill. Holy shit. Of course, black will always be more fun than this. Hey, we got 2 baby drops this run. There we go. Okay, 2 so far without a single skinny toe. Let me grab these first. Okay. So if it's pretty much should be a million per hour both yellow and blue zone. It really depends what's selling better, but it's roughly a mil per hour in both zones, which is good. I know. I don't know what people are yapping about, but oh, it's a million per hour is not. No, it's good money. Most people who claim that million per hour is not good money haven't made a million in like 2 days. But that's another topic. That's one of the things that I actually agree with Benji. People who don't make even half of what some people are making tend to talk the most about what is profitable and what's not. I tend to disagree on a lot of topics with him, but when he's right about the things that he's right. I'm not gonna bother with a single mob. No fucking way in hell. Can you pull? Yeah. If you like AFK farming and you AFK here and you farm for like 4 or 5 hours, you can make 6-7 mil. So you pretty much a few hours a day in like a month and a half or maybe 2 months, you'll be able to afford pretty much anything in the game. Keep in mind that like Mammoth is the most expensive thing you can get. And the more you do it, the faster you'll be, the better yield you have, so this will add up over time. There is always a place for this, for a farm like this to be more effective or better. And you'll find your rhythm. I don't do this. It's all pretty much test purposes currently. So, for me, even if I make like 2 million in 2 hours, just by testing random stuff, I'm a happy camper. Maybe I should have bring a Flame Waker instead of this. Yeah. Well, at least we got 2 this time. The hell? Is it mine? Of course it's mine. Come on, boys. Nah, I'm not gonna camp this. It's not worth the time. I'm happy with one. What's wrong with Martlock these days? I'll kill the guard, I don't care. We do it for Bridgewatch. I don't have my big explosion on a life curse, so yeah, this will have to suffice. Usually people will sit and out camp a 4.3 node as well. I don't know. When I'm not really trying, I don't really care. And Martlock took everything. Hello, hippie farmer. Where are the animals? Oh, it's just you guys. It's just 2 poor kitties. The amounts of thoroughbreds I've skinned in like the last 2 days is insane. I don't think I've skinned anything that much in like the span of a day. Yeah, but they're pretty annoying though, I can't lie. But if you're planning on farming heavily like a zone like this, where there are a lot of thoroughbreds, it's actually not a bad idea to start putting some points into tier 5 expert. Yeah, we're pretty much gonna take everything we see. Why is this guy running without a mount? Why is this guy running without a mount? That was actually interesting. Maybe should have picked Flamemaker. Okay, I haven't seen a 4.1 in a long time here. Any journals? No skinning journals yet. Okay, we are at 15 minutes so far. We did like one lap only. Okay, this is gonna be our second lap. It's usually 15 minutes per lap. Depends on how many things we stop to scan. Yeah, this guy's taking all my loot here. I am entitled to my loot, in case this guy did not know. Here it is. That's not a big pool worthy of my E ability. I'm actually curious how long it would take to earn enough in a blue zone to actually buy us a mammoth. I'm really curious how many days we will need to farm here to actually buy a mammoth. Well, it will take roughly 360 hours worth of playtime. It's still gonna be a lot of damn time. Holy. If we make 1 million per hour, which is absolutely no problem to make 1 million per hour, it will still take 360 hours. Maybe with good RNG and a more optimized build and actually putting some spec into the weapon, you know, it might be. If we can up it to like 1.5 million per hour. Actually, we should make a series like this. Buying a mammoth only from Blue Zone Gathering. So we're pretty cheesy though, but I'm not sure if it's done something like this. We make an army trade where we pretty much just stick everything we farm until we have like 360 mil and we buy a mammoth. And we delete the character with everything on it. You know, just to flex. Okay, we're not even almost at 30-minute mark here. Easy. No skinny tome? No skinner tome. And we filled only 4 journals, tier 4. Maybe I should have picked tier 3, to be honest. Tier 4 are kind of worth it. I don't know. Also, I'll need plenty of tier 4 journals filled for my own laborers, so... How many faction points we farmed? 15k? When? I started at like 4k, we farmed 11k. It's like pretty much a chest per hour as well. So in 1 hour you can make like 1 million and like 200-300k fame just from the faction chests. It's not a bad farm, to be honest. Is it boring? Yes, but is it good? Yes. We still need to see the final result from this zone, but Hopefully it will be more than a mil. We still have like 38 minutes of this zone. Maybe we can get another 4.3. Let's skin it. Why are you bothering killing it if you're not gonna skin it? Alright. I'll take that. I hate it when people just, you know, kill an animal that's especially enchanted. They don't bother with skinning it. Like, I do that with like 8.1s because I was not able to skin them. So every time I see 8.1 when I was still tier 7, I would actually kill it. Well, because of the chance for a cup drop, but only because people will have to wait to skin it when they see it. I mean, you know, it's fun. It was fun for me though. I don't know how fun it's for the people, but you always kill them just for a chance to get a baby drop. Hey, we are finally Zerg faction Zerging. Wow. By the way, by the time this guy actually skins 1, we are going to take his cat. Thank you. Yeah, that's you know, the newbies. Oh, hello. I'll take that. Please be a full 5.2. It's 1 out of 5. Of course, it's 1 out of 5. Yeah, people are not investing time into different tiers. And most of the people, especially when they start, they avoid terror birds to skin simply because it takes a lot of time. But after you put the time into it, it's super fast to skin them. And they give decent yield for heavy hide. See this guy? It's gonna take him like fucking ages to skin. And we have like not even good specs at this point. Oh, hello. Okay. I'll take that 5.2 for myself, thank you. But yeah, skinning is all about spec at the end of the day. Because the faster you can skin them, the better it is. Oh, hello. I'll actually pick these 4.1 and 5.1s. Oh, that's actually full, nice. But yeah, as you can see, I'm skinning these pretty damn fast. I'm happy with that speed. I'll actually take that. Oh, it's full. Why are people leaving money on the ground? 4.1 fiber is actually... Hello. I love this weapon. Okay. I think we made around 700k in 30 minutes, so maybe we might be able to actually farm 1.5 million in an hour. Can you imagine? 1.5 million would be really good if you can push that number. Of course we'll need some luck, but okay, let me actually wait for... If I optimize this build and I max spec a weapon, like even if I max spec, well, not even max, just 100 out of 100 curse staff or flame waker or great fire staff, it will be insane. Not sure if you can push it. Well, with a bit of RNG maybe you can make up to 2 mil. Learning point reached. Actually, we'll need to push one more gathering up to tier 8. I don't know which one will be. Still haven't decided. I think it will be mining. Yeah, I think we'll push mining up to tier 8 next, but still debatable. Still debating on which one I want. The faster we can skin these, the better it is. And of course, the more damage our weapon deals. Someone is leaving money on the ground. That's one of the things with skinning. If you want to make profits, you gotta skin everything that's alive, pretty much. Doesn't matter tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. If it's alive, it's you know, it's wasted money. There we go. Second one. I don't want to bother with that mob. We are pushing over a mil. Maybe we're pushing near a million in 30 minutes. And this is actually extremely lazy farm. And I haven't done any mapping of the zone. I don't know where the mobs actually gather. I'm just going around the edges. And this is definitely not the most optimal zone to do so as well. This guy is, yeah. Why are you skinning with a bloodletter, mate? Are you trying to get to go broke or what? Why would you skin with a bloodletter on? In a yellow zone. Yellow zone, if you're farming yellow zones, you should be aiming to make the most money possible you can. And he's out here with a bloodletter that you cannot AoE down a pack of mobs or attack fast. Pretty much with the W I can attack super fast mobs. Yeah, newbies mate, newbies. Boom, W, tagged everything, boom, E, AoE, there we go. Profit. Yeah, somebody send this guy a link to the stream. 5.1, I'll take it. I'll take it only because the guy behind me is farming ore and I am a nice guy and I'll let him take the credit. Never. But yeah, you need a weapon that you can fast stack and AoE farm at the same time. If you're competing with people. Oh my god. Bro, it's gonna take a long time this way. Okay, let's wait for animal hide poison. Yeah, that's what I don't like about it. Cooldown is kinda annoying. There was... yeah, there it is. Okay, we ran out of the first, so we have 30 more minutes. For the second perk pie, so it will be an hour exactly. There's just... oh, hello there. Can you? Bird. There we go. It will probably die until we skin the... yes. I really wish I did not waste my focus yesterday. I don't want to, because most of the stone we have currently is enchanted, so I would really want to use focus on it. But I've checked the stalls in like Breachwatch. Most of them are extremely expensive. Might build a masonry at like the Guild Island. You don't get anything back, but at least you don't spend money, so you refine at like still not that great profit, but you're not refining it at loss. If you just need to craft basically and you don't want to spend money and you have the resource. Yeah. Every time I don't want to go in mist, I'm seeing enchanted mist next to enchanted mist. So we're gonna pop everything. Yeah, I don't wanna. Yeah, we should be at a mill. Yeah, we should be hovering the million currently. Frost Staff, Demon Cave, nice. Alright. I thought I've seen more minions. It's only one. There we go. 26 should be good. More bonus yields. How many journals we filled? 9. Alright. I don't think that we'll be able to fill all of the journals, but it is what it is. I think I overdid it with 20 journals. We'll maybe be able to fill. We might fill them. Okay, tier 4 is still not fast enough. Yeah. Tier 3s are basically disappearing, but tier 4 is still a bit on the slow side. Yeah. Tier 3 and tier 5, we could definitely improve on that. So we can grab the terror birds a slightly bit faster. Ultimate tryhard move will be to actually, you know, pop potions, but it's not worth it. Hello birdies, bye birdies, thank you, thank you, thank you. And not a single skinning tone, what the actual hell? These are actually rare as hell. I mean, that's why they are pricey, because if they dropped like every single mob, they would cost like nothing. But yeah, even though 100k for tier 4 is still like peanuts, it's nothing. Here we go. Maybe 1 or 2 more baby drops and I'll be good to go for well over 1 million per hour. Don't ask where that knife went. The bird don't even have the chance to fall on the ground. And it's stripped of its bones. There you go. Not a lot of cups. I was expecting more cups. I have enough to raise like a whole kindergarten full of swift claws, but I don't know why I don't want to bother actually raising swift claws and stacks. Maybe because I'm not doing this type of farming more often. Because if I simply do this type of farm, I'll actually do it. We got 4k, random drop, thank you game. I would actually raise them because simply you can farm like a lot. Okay, we have to kill this. Let's pop animal hide poison. Let's dot everything. There you go. Can't believe this. 3.1. These are actually not bad. Still good money. Let's try to pull this without animal hide poison ran at the worst possible time. Okay, we filled 10 journals. 10 journals are like 73, so pretty much 10 journals are gonna be enough to pay for all the journals that we bought. And everything else after the 10 journals is pretty much pure, absolute 100% profit for us. What the hell? Why are you resetting? Why are you resetting? It's actually one of the few 4.1s we've seen today. Okay, let's skin that. I'll take these, thank you. I'll take these. Yeah, but with 10k focus, it's still not gonna be anything worth. We might check the refining later. At least there we got a 5.2. Why are you resetting? Why are you resetting? I'm pretty much not gonna prospect like Enchanted or without focus, but we still have like 10k, so we'll see what we can prospect. Maybe some 4.3 that we have lying around. Oh, nice. Can you actually hit it? Man, the auto attack animation on this weapon is so annoying sometimes. Yeah, we got RGB on the ground. 1 out of 5. At least that's 3 out of 5. At least these are always full. These are really good carrying experience. Even though currently we are at tier 8, so the only experience we care about is how fast are we skinning. So basically now we are working on the efficiency and not that much on the level. So we want to be efficient now. Hello. That's good. How many time we have left? Still like 20 minutes. For the second port buy to go down. Go. We're farming everything kind of fast now. Maybe the birds would be nice to skin at probably the speed we skin the rest of the animals here. Oh no! I don't want to bother with that. Also, the tier 4 is not as fast as I would want it to be. Action points. 18k. Holy mother of God. Oof. It's plenty of faction points. It's like 2 chests that we can open in like 2 hours. Yeah, it's like pretty much a chest per hour. Which is great. It's probably like 100k extra. And not only 100k extra, but the big deal with it is that you get roughly 200k fame per chests. Oh, roughly. Sometimes you get like 100k, but that's at least extra fame that you can put towards like a weapon or an armor that you want. So it's really good. Faction points are good, and of course we can buy and raise elite mounts after we rank up. So actually working on your faction is really good. It's pretty much just faction points flowing. Of course, the higher you rank, the more you get. This is the speed we aim to actually skin the terror birds. Although I'm not sure how good tier 5 hide is. I mean tier 2 and tier 2 is extremely expensive when it comes down to how low of a tier it is, simply because everybody needs it to start refining. So people will be, so it's pretty much taxing the rich, since no one wants to bother with gathering it. Another drop would be nice, but yeah, sometimes lucky, sometimes not. But honestly, if you do something like that, like couple hours a day, or if you have like, let's say you're on vacation or something, and you can do that for like 8 hours a day for a few days, you will be able to afford pretty much anything. Well, besides a mammoth maybe, but yeah. I'm still actually tempted to make a, you know, to start the series where we farm blue zones until we buy a mammoth. I think it will be fun. Imagine the clickbait though. It will be really good clickbait. But we'll need to make sure then that we are Minnesota. Hey, nice. See you later, mate. Good luck. I'll be streaming later as well, so I'll catch you later. I'll just finish the hour and probably cut the stream. Go grab something to eat, enjoy a cup of coffee. Yeah. It will be for tonight's stream. Now I just wanted to do a few test runs live because I want to use it as a video. So tonight we are doing the giveaways. early Monday. I'm pretty much, I just wanted to do a 1 hour of blue zone gathering versus 1 hour of yellow zone gathering without any spec, just like tier 8 after you hit it fresh. See how much you can make, because I want to use it as a video, and then I'll be streaming later. But yeah, I don't want to record. I'm too lazy to record, so I was like, you know what? I'll just pop do it live. Also, the weapon has no spec. I'm just using like a life curse staff I've never used in my life. I just want to see how efficient it is. First hour went well. We made like 880k in the blue zone, simply because we had no luck with any baby drops or a journal or a tome. Here, I think it will be really interesting results after we are done. I think it will be really interesting after we're done with this. We still have like 8 minutes left. But yeah, I'm tempted to see the results. I don't even want to press my inventory. How I did miss that is beyond me today. Yeah, just hit tier 8 last night, so I really want to test if it's still good. And tonight we're going to do some Albion trivia. We're gonna give away some Swift clothes as well. Prepare your Albion knowledge to be tested. There we go. Didn't notice any tome dropping, but usually don't even see when these drop. And we're skinning terror birds slow AF, so that's really gonna be something to see if actually without any efficiency we can make over 1 million just doing random skinning farm in a yellow zone. So I'm pretty much skinning everything I see. Alright, that was what's that? It's a tier 3 cape. Take it. There are people doing black zones. Take it. People buy them to, I don't know. Do these even sell? Who cares? It's still money. Somebody will study it. I'm sure about that. Hey, hello. Yeah. And terror birds are on farm today. Well, I mean, I'm pretty much one of the reasons why the population of terror birds is low today, man. And this guy's gonna cramp his hands. Oh, nice. Well, alright. Okay. The last thing I wanted was to pull mobs. Okay, have no life gain whatsoever. There we go. Oh, at least there was plenty of animals to skink here. And I'm curious how many journals we managed, how many tier 4 journals we managed to fill. I took like 20 with me, so if we fill 20, that's roughly 150k from them. Of course, we spent like 50k. It's like 1k per journal, but yeah, totally non-optimal, non-optimal setup at this point. Yeah, we should move from this spot, simply because these are only one-offs. They're not like fully respawned. So there we go. We want this so we can get extra bonus yield. Okay, how much time do we have left? We have 4 minutes, alright. We better make these count. Maybe we can find some shiny birds. Shiny cows work as well. There we go. The best part about it is that you can listen to music or absolutely anything in the background because you don't need to pay attention if someone is trying to kill you. Even though I'm one of the few guys who actually listen to music in the black zone as well. I'm so reliant on the map and not that much on the sounds, I mean on the screen, and paying attention on what's going on around me and seeing someone on the edge rather than the sound, even though sound is extremely helpful. I don't recommend anyone actually not using sound in black zones. Okay, we need to make the last few minutes count with a cup drop maybe. Alright, no. Alright. These tier 5s are kind of slow. Tier 4, ooh, decent. Nice. Okay, we finally started actually skinning tier 4 kinda at relatively okay speed. How much time we have? 2 minutes 48 seconds, and we can see the lootsies. I'm not gonna count the stuff we can grab from the chests, from the faction chests, even though this should be counted towards the total earnings, because you get the faction points doing this currently. So it makes sense that faction point rewards should be in consideration. Of course, some people will say it's cheating, that it's not actually, but you farm the points while you do the skinning, so when you open the chests, it should be part of what you farmed during those hours. Because you can pretty much get a chest per session, like 9k points is absolutely nothing to farm. Or if you want to craft capes, right? This is gonna be one of the last pools that we're gonna do probably, because we're running out of time. Pretty much the time is 2 pork pies. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it. We might have a time for another small pool, but we'll see. And I'm really curious how much we made. If we made around 1.2 mil, I'd consider that a good farm, honestly. I'll be tempted to make a safe zone to Mammoth, skinning only series on the stream. Okay, let's go check that. I know that we're running out of time, and it would not be fair, but I'm really tempted to see what's here. Did they pick it up? Yeah, I think they did. Alright, we ran out of time. Do we? We have 38 seconds, so I'll try to make the most out of my 38 seconds. No matter what tests I'm doing, I'm always trying to be extremely fair with the results, and we end up with another baby right when the time is running out at the last 20 seconds. Nice. Alright, let's see how much we made. These are going to be the last smokes that we skin here. Perfect. And we end up with 6 seconds left on the clock. Now we spent 20 YKN to go back. So I have, oof, we might actually made well over 1 million in one sitting. Okay, let's repair. So 21k and 40k. So we spent 60,000 on repairs. As you can see, absolutely no spec on this weapon. Absolutely no spec. And in general, we have no spec in anything. How much? 9 warlock. Absolutely no spec in the weapon. Okay, let's see how much we made. Hey, it was good, Mystics. Yeah, early because I wanted to test out blue versus yellow zone 1 hour full skinning session, and this is the earnings from 1 hour in the yellow zones. This is from the blue. This is my first attempt on a blue zone. This was Shadow Cleft or whatever it was. We managed to fill 49 journals and we made 1.4 mil with this. This was the second one. We made 888k, but not a single baby drop. And we made, I think, yeah, 49, but we filled 3 journals extra. And this is the first test run on the on a yellow zone. Okay, let's see how much we made. I need an empty chest. There we go. Okay, let's see how much we made. So we have 259k. Oh my god. $1.66 mil. Million and a half per hour, pretty much. When you keep in mind that we have, let me remove that real quick. No? No? Which one was it? There we go. Yeah, so we made... Hey! Oh, good luck with your finals, Mystics. Good luck with your finals. One less push. One less push, mate. Good luck. Yeah, so it's 1.66 mil in 1 hour. Yellow zone. We had 3 phones and 1 cup. We filled 18 journals. Oh, I could have filled these 2 in 10 extra minutes. Yeah. And we made how much faction points? We are at 20k. Alright, let's go pick up the faction chests. Let's go pick up 2 faction chests because we did pretty much like this. Add it to the... and I'll actually add it to the earnings. I'll add the rewards from one of the faction chests because you pretty much farm like 9k points per run. There we go. Absolutely not optimal, no spec, flat tier 8 gathering gear, not even 8.4. Yeah, Mystics, good luck. I really hope that you do well. If you don't do well, no giveaways for you. Okay, where was it? There it is, 1.6. Let's open one. We're gonna add 10 more, 10k, 168. So it's, yeah, I mean, let's be 100% correct and say that we made around, yeah, 1.6 mil total earnings for 1 hour in a yellow zone. I mean, that's more than decent. 1.5 mil, and that's guaranteed. You take this money. And if that was optimal and I was not using life curse staff just because I find it funny and I like the E skill, we would have made a lot more if we had spec. And if we can actually farm these guys a lot faster. If I put like a week into farming blue or yellow, well, mostly yellow zones because I prefer them. If I put a week in, we can make like 2 mil per hour. So if I invest like 5 days, I'll make 10 million a day. And we can buy probably a mammoth. If I really want to push, we can buy a mammoth in a month just by farming yellow zone skinning. Yeah, 1.75 mil, not bad. So we made like, how much? We made 1 here, 180, so 2. So we made around 4 million in like 3 hours. Which is not bad, honestly. Yeah, we made like decent amount of profit, to be honest. And of course we have plenty of fame. Actually, I need a weapon idea to fame up. We have 14 of these, we have 18 of these, we have a bunch of it. Do we have any Conqueror challenge points? Okay, we can actually... Was it 2000? Let me actually get this off. It's 5k per chest, but the chests are scam. Yeah, let's go check if it was 2000. We need to fame up a weapon. I don't know what. Even though I have a couple of ideas. I have a couple of ideas. Let me quickly go to the guild island. But yeah, 3 hours for 1 million. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. Maybe we should have tried with the Flame Waker instead of the Life Cure Staff. But Life Cure Staff at least looks funny, if nothing else. So I like it. Yeah, Flame Waker would have been better. There we go. Yeah, Flame Waker would have been really nice. Yeah, not bad. Not bad for 3 hours. I'm happy with the results. So yeah, guys, I gotta go now. I'll see you later, same time, you know. Just wanted to get this done real quick because, as I said, I'm gonna use it as a video. So yeah, see you later, Mystics. Please use the time, go study for your finals until we start again. Wish you good luck. I have got a 4.6 GPA, so it should not be that. What's max? What's the max GPA? Is it like 5? What's your max GPA? But yeah, Mystics, good luck guys. Thanks for stopping by, and see ya later. Yeah, 5. Alright, you should push for 4.9 at least, you know. But 4.3, you know, is the best. 4.3 is best in slot.